Hello everybody, Andrew Casey from Hypersanitybooks, and today I'll be talking about climaxes. This will touch into subject matter of rising action, the climactic point, also into decreasing action. Some parts may lead into resolution, also the other subject of multiple climaxes in fiction. There may be some spoilers ahead, as a fair warning. Though, question 1. Did your protagonist reach their ultimate goal at the climactic point, or was there an unexpected goal that was obtained? In the science fiction movie Ender's Game, or book, he's believing that it's a game, but at the climactic point, the planet's destroyed. They soon realize it wasn't actually a game. It was all leading up to that one point to defeat the aliens. That also being said, there were other twists and revelations that came through with it with a lot of regret. Though with Ender's Game, yes, he obtained the goal, but it wasn't the goal that he was expecting to obtain. Number 2, climactic-like. In the movie Samaritan, it reveals a past story where two characters are fighting. We're talking superhero, supervillain. Through the story, it reveals a few more twists that one of the characters is still alive, assuming to be Samaritan. The big plot twist is it reveals that Nemesis, the brother, the evil one, was still alive. From obtaining in the story, from a past event being his climactic-like goal to kill his brother, it then led to regret, which is where the present story is taking place. Another good example of climactic-like events is the Karate Kid series. You have the first movie with the crane kick, then that leads into the formula of Cobra Kai and how that one climactic moment affected both characters in the present story. It gets used a fair bit, which will also bring me to my next point. Number 3, similar climax, same franchise. With the Karate Kid franchise, it is all karate related to the climax, go figure. Also with the Scooby-Doo franchise, you see the monster has its mask taken off and was human all along. This might work well for your writing. If you're working on a book series and keeping to a particular formula, say for example, if Goosebumps, it always has a climactic point within the second last chapter, usually. With that type of formula, it becomes easier to write the next book and the next book. So think about that with, if you are writing a particular book series, keeping with an outline and keeping to a particular formula might work really well for you, and it can be that familiar ground to your readers. Number 4, rising action, multiple questions. With what I mean by this, brainstorming ideas is fantastic, but writing down and brainstorming ideas to challenge yourself with is even better, because you got something to come back to as a reference tool for your rising action. For an example, is the theme still relevant? Can I use the environment? Has the environment changed? Are there multiple fights in the rising action? Is it leading to a reveal or a plot twist? Is there a revelation that the character faces? Is there an acceptance that the character faces? Asking yourself multiple questions will give you personal ideas and challenge with other writers and other authors on the same subject. So think about it when you come to the rising action. Ask yourself many questions to challenge your writing to increase the length of the rising action and the amount of twists. Which also brings me to point number 5. You also get challenged with certain things. How can the main character or the protagonist get out of this situation? When the rising action is happening and you're having all these other questions done, sometimes the character has to solve a problem in a way that they never have before. That keeps the story engaging, and it keeps the story wondering, will they succeed, will they not succeed? Number 6, multiple climaxes. There are many examples how this can work. One example in my previous video about Kerry, I'll just pull this example up. You have the mass group of students. So Rising action, when the pig's blood falls on her. Rising action, climactic kill. As you can see from the arrow, the triangle, it descends. Then you have rising action for the main bully. Rising action, climactic kill. Then it descends. At that point, Kerry also believes that's it. She's done with her bullies because of her mother's warnings. She thinks that's it. Little does she know that there is more rising action happening for her mother's intent to kill Kerry. Then it leads to more rising action, so the bigger rising action, climactic kill, and then it descends into ending the story. That is something to think about with that type of genre, though multiple climaxes do go between multiple chapters. Multiple characters, multiple climaxes. One thing I want to make clear with this part, each character with their climactic moment is resolving a problem that either they can resolve that another character cannot, or they're dealing with something while another character is dealing with another problem. Locations could be in different places. Like with the Cobra Kai series, you had the conflicts at the Cobra Kai studio, you have conflicts at the mansion. So there are different parts to the rising action and different conflicts, and then you have different characters in certain locations within the same vicinity dealing with certain problems. Though, one thing I will say the movie Mortal Kombat Annihilation did get right was they had the formula was good, multiple characters, multiple climaxes, where the first basic climax was Jax finishing off Motaro when he hears Sonya scream out for help. He gets that confidence in himself to finish the fight as to not using weapons prior. He believes in himself because he needs to help himself first before he can help Sonya. Sonya has overcome her other sort of typical tough girl attitude where she won't ask for help. So she's done that in the climax. In that particular moment, she's become a stronger character because she's asked for help. And then it leads to Katana finishing the fight with her mother, the final fight where it's between Liu Kang and Shao Kahn. Yes, it's not the best storytelling. However, the formula, they did actually get that right. Number 8, descending action. This is after the climactic point. This is leading to resolution, though the story and the tension is still really high because usually the characters have learnt from the experience, they've grown from it, and it's leading on to a positive resolution. It could be leading on to a sequel, or it could even be leading on to an unexpected problem, which leads on to a sequel. All being said, that's it for today. Hit like, subscribe, please comment. I don't mind reading the comments, I don't mind answering to people. I do take from email. There is a Facebook page. I do have links to LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, doing a lot more out on social media now. Also being said, I may not have touched on everything on climaxes. I will talk about those subjects. In some book reviews, I may talk about something. Otherwise, follow some of the content. You might find something good. I am doing more YouTube shorts and TikTok at the moment because sometimes little bits of information can come in bigger packages. Otherwise, that's it for today. I'll see you all next time.